Hi Aquarius, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your reading. Wow. So I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So let's find out, one more shuffle, what Aquarius can expect. Universe, here we go. Wow. Aquarius. Okay. So Aquarius, the overall energy here is the Emperor. This is an energy of, well, this is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart or in someone else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, the Emperor is kind of the personality is kind of stubborn. The personality and Aries are not the same thing. They're totally different. I want you to know. When people read these cards, this card represents Aries, but the energy is anybody. So this is about a very stubborn energy, kind of like fixed-minded, possibly someone who likes to be a leader. They like things to be their idea. They're very well liked and respected by others. So when I see the Emperor, this energy here is usually some type of person. It could be you. It could be somebody around you. Okay? But let's read on. Up here in your highest energy, Aries. Aries is a fire sign, and we got the King of Wands up here in your highest energy. So, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart, or in someone else's chart around this reading. The King of Wands, what's most important, male or female, is holding the staff of new beginnings. This is your energy. You are ready to move forward. As a matter of fact, look at the hand is on the hip. It's like they're getting ready to get up and move. And I'll tell you why. The Wheel of Fortune is right next to the King of Wands. It's moving you forward for the better, for the fortune. This is the universe. They're whispering in your ear. They're nudging you on your back. They're saying, get up and go. But this Wheel of Fortune is right above the card of the Emperor, the overall energy. So I feel like you're moving forward either with this energy or past this energy. So just started the reading, so let's read on. The Wheel of Fortune is right next to the Queen of Wands. I really feel like there's a twin flame type relationship buried into this reading here. The Queen of Wands is so much alike like the King of Wands. Fire, again, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, energy. Male or female, they're all male or female. The Queen of Wands is holding that staff of new beginnings. This energy of the Queen of Wands, this is very passionate. This is a very passionate energy between two people. There's someone you're moving towards, and I think it's your twin flame. If not, it's a very divine soulmate. And there's going to be a lot of passion. Wow. Whoever this other person is has a love of gardens and probably animals or pets. So these two can be reversed, but still, this universe it's like it's grabbing a hold of you. It's getting you up and moving you forward for a fresh start, new beginning, and moving you right towards the Queen of Wands. This person is waiting for you. Under the King of Wands is the King of Pentacles, male or female. Now, this card represents Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in your chart. Might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. Might be coming in, But, male or female, the energy of this card is about that pentacle. This relationship that's coming in, I think involves the Emperor. This could be you or them. It's surrounding this whole reading. And I think this pentacle is also coming in. Actually, I know it is. Because it's under the King of Wands. Getting up, moving forward. You're heading right towards the Queen of Wands and something stable and secure and grounded. Male or female, like I say, there could be strong earth energy like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in one of your charts here. So the King of Pentacles is right next to the Emperor, which is right below that Wheel of Fortune. So I do believe this is either, I think this is part of your energy. I think the more I look at this, the more I think that you have been stubborn. You have been like planted on your throne, and now you're ready to get up and move forward because the Emperor is sitting on a granite throne. That throne is heavy. And it's almost like their rear end is glued to that throne. And they just kind of rule from there and they watch from there. But I think you're ready to get up now. You're ready to enter a new life cycle for your better. And there's going to be a lot of passion coming in here. I don't know if this person here is going to awaken you to get up and move forward, or if this is something you're doing on your own, but it's happening. And there's also security and stability ahead of you. The Page of Swords is right next to the Emperor. Yes, okay. It's right next to the Emperor. Look, it's looking right at the Emperor. You are getting up off your throne. You're saying, I've had enough of this. I need to get up and move. I need to get out. I need to, see what's out there for me. I can't just sit here and be on my own and be stubborn and, refuse love or whatever you're doing here. But you are getting up and you're moving forward to a much better place. So you're going to cut out this energy of the Emperor. I think this energy of the Emperor may not be your normal energy. It may be just something that you've gotten yourself into, and the pandemic can do that, and various things, failed love relationships. So by cutting out this Emperor, I think you're allowing this Queen of Wands to come in. This twin flame, this soulmate. Five of Cups, right under the King of Pentacles. So you have been looking at spilled cups of love. You have been disappointed in finding security and stability in a loving relationship. Your cups have been kicked over. And you've been very, very disappointed, maybe disillusioned, almost depressed, looking at those cups. But this is a card of hope because there's two full cups right behind this figure. So I think you're going to be turning around, seeing those cups of hope. Right under the King of Pentacles. Next to the Five of Cups is the Hanged Man. You've sought advice from the universe. This is a card of enlightenment. The head's all lit up. So I look around this card. The Emperor. This energy of the Emperor. This energy of looking at the spilled cups of love. And on the other side is the Three of Swords. Yeah, I think it was failed love. See, there's three cups that are tipped over, and there's three swords here on each side of that Hanged Man. There might have been a third-party situation, or there might have been a situation that the other person was tied to something you didn't want to be tied to, which caused this relationship to fail. Let's take out the second part of this reading because it's lovely. You're moving forward. You're getting up off your throne. And by getting up off your throne, there's somebody waiting to come in, and they have a lot of passion, and you're going to have a lot of passion for them. Fresh start, new beginnings for your better, with security and stability. So up here in your highest energy, the Six of Swords, you are moving forward. It's not an easy task for you. You have the truth and the clarity that you needed in order to move forward, and you're doing it away from rocky waters towards smoother, calmer, a more peaceful place in your life. You did spend time. You spent time analyzing, dissecting, and thinking about, this is almost like looking into a crystal ball. It's another pentacle, by the way. But this is almost like trying to figure out, why you were stuck sitting on that chair, on that granite throne, and not moving forward. Well, while you were doing that, you were analyzing a past relationship, one that kicked over your cups of love. Next to the Page of Pentacles, another thing you're thinking about here, or were thinking about, and you're going to move past because of the Wheel of Fortune, is you were being breadcrumbed. Now, you were being breadcrumbed. I think there was a third energy, whatever it was. That was why you were being breadcrumbed, and I think you figured that out. I think because this Hanged Man is right under the Emperor, I think it came to you. I think you now understand what happened. They threw your scales off balance, and that's why you ended up just sitting on the throne here and being stubborn about moving forward. You're moving forward now. And I also have the Knight of Wands. It's right under that Six of Swords, all that truth and clarity you're going to move forward with. It has to do with this energy, somebody running in and out of your life. Like I said, you were being breadcrumbed in the past relationship. We have the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups. I think it's more and more pointing to third-party energy. Someone ran in and out of your life. Well, you're on guard about that now. You're very much aware you're not going to let that happen anymore. It's right next to the King of Swords, air energy, which would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is you, Aquarius. This is you having all the truth that you need. You have all the truth that you need in order to move forward. But your sword is up. Fine. Your sword is up with the Page of Swords, too. This is right next to that Knight of Wands, and it's right under the Page of Pentacles, figuring all this out. And you're like, you got it. You got it. You understand it. And now you're ready to move on. Self-protection, though. You're not going to let this happen again. And it's right next to the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is under the Six of Pentacles. Being breadcrumbed, quite a difference here. This is having everything that you want. This is having that pentacle, okay? Having this is a very strong connection. This King and Queen of Wands up in your highest energy and on each side of that Wheel of Fortune. I really feel like it's a twin flame. Look, two people here. Union, extended family, pets. There's a child right here. And there's a child on this boat. So far, children twice in this reading. But this is about being secure and stable in a union with somebody. Somebody special. And I think it's this twin flame coming in. So with this sword up, you're not going to let this Six of Pentacles come in. You're moving towards this Ten of Pentacles. Under the Knight of Wands, yeah. That energy of running in and out of your life, you had to heal over. Deeply. This is all those swords again. Swords, swords, swords. These are thoughts. This is truth and clarity through meditation, through prayer. Very spiritual. So this time you spent on your throne, being really rigid and stubborn about moving forward and analyzing this past relationship, it's allowed you to figure all this out, get all your truth, get all your clarity before moving forward. And looky here, another sign that there was a third party, the Three of Pentacles. Right under the King of Swords, the truth of the matter. This is, you were probably butting heads with whoever this was that kicked over your cups. This is a black card. This is not being able to work together, not seeing eye to eye, butting heads. And look at the Pentacles. It's about security and stability, too. And if you were wondering what was going on, I think you figured it out. There was this energy here. This is the energy that threw you for a loop for a while. And also right next to the Three of Pentacles is the Seven of Swords. They were sneaky. They were deceitful. They didn't let you know that they were seeing other people, okay? Ended up breaking your heart when you found out. Put you in this state of the Emperor. Like, that's not going to happen to me again. I'm just going to stay right here. I'm not even going out and this and that. But you're getting past that. That Wheel of Fortune is a very strong energy over there. So it's going to move you past all these deceitful lies and cheating and just, the energy that comes with that Seven of Swords. You meditated over that. You see the truth over that. You have the Ten of Pentacles coming in, not the Six of Pentacles. You have figured out this whole past relationship, why your cups were spilled over, and you are moving forward. It wasn't easy. You were in this energy for a while. But now the universe is in play. Like I said, they're nudging you. They're whispering in your ear. You have to get up off that throne and move forward with that staff of new beginnings. And then you got lovely things coming in. So, Aquarius, this was your reading. And I thank you for watching Universal Guidance.